you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm gonna shimmy up here a little bit. Oh, that sounded like it scratched.
That's okay.
How was your day today?
It was great. I worked. How was my kid?
Great. Jessica, I babysat Jackson while Jessica went to work.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you a few things. Don't ever have more than 2 children. It's not that your child was naughty. It was, there's too much going on. And I was alone, so that probably made it like a little bit worse.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yeah, Travis is asleep, and so we're all trying to be quiet. Even though he's got like this fucking sound machine blasting in his face. I don't think he hears anything anyways.
That was very smart to get that.
Yeah, he's like, he listens to an airplane sound, which, how the fuck is that relaxing?
Right.
I think pretending you're sleeping on a plane is safe and comforting. It's fucking not.
I guess maybe it is for people that aren't you.
Aren't afraid of flying. I would literally wake up constantly and be like, I'm on a plane. Fuck. But no, it was good. They just all 3 go in their own directions, and they all need help with something every second, and you think you have it under control, and 2 seconds later they're screaming again, or mine's fucking punching yours.
I think the problem is that you have your 2 and I have mine, and you were at your house, so those 2 feel more comfortable and they're bored with their stuff and they're ready to fuck shit up.
Yes.
Whereas when they're here, I have all of Jackson's shit and they stay pretty well entertained, so that's like 2/3 of the problem is mostly under control.
Yeah. As soon as Oliver got here, he had a blast. He just took everything out and didn't want to talk to me anymore. I was like, this isn't all I had to fucking do? Just come here?
Right.
Well, poor Hunter's getting in trouble because he's like, Jackson doing this, or Oliver no, or this or that. I'm like, you need to shut the fuck up. Oh no. But no, he was really good. Like you said, they're naughtier when they're at their own home. So should have just come straight here. But I had to make fucking chicken wings, which took forever.
How do you make chicken wings? Like, why did you have to go get the chicken?
Well, Travis brought the chicken this morning.
And you killed it.
And I murdered it. It's one of yours.
Oh, good. That's why I don't see the brown one out there.
Plucked at me all the time. How Travis picked up the golden plump wings or whatever, and then you gotta dry them, and then you gotta season them, and then you gotta separate them nicely on some fucking parchment paper, and you can't crowd them or they won't get crispy. And oven was on at 400 degrees for 3 fucking hours while I made 3 batches, or no, it was 4 batches.
What do you have to make wings for?
It's a very important playoffs game today. Vikings play at 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're wearing a purple scrub top. Isn't that for the Vikings?
No.
People probably
it's
thought
because
it was.
It's got it matches this nice purple stitching in my blue pants.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I thought you were about to say it matches your blue pants, which it does go together. It's a nice color combo. Yeah, Vikings play the 49ers today.
Great.
Yep.
I'm so excited.
Very important game. If we win it, we get to continue towards the Super Bowl.
Awesome.
We keep going.
Great.
So I'm staying the night at my mom's house so that I can drink and not drive. And then
for the game today?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we made snacks.
Snacks?
Instead of just picking something fucking easy like melting some cheese in a crock pot.
Right. That's what I do.
I'm like, I'm going to make dry rub wings. And slowly cook them. And they're going to be soft. As soon as that fucking crock pot turns on, they're just going to be like, ugh.
Is it just for you and your parents? Oh, and your aunt is still there?
Yeah, aunt and uncle. Which Floyd eats. I don't want to be stereotypical, but he's a tall black man, and he's gonna eat some chicken wings. For sure. It's his favorite fucking food, so I made the appropriate amount. I'll have to take our turn first before he dives in there.
Just watch him as he takes the whole ceramic bowl out of the crock pot.
Oh yeah, he'll just take the liner bag out and walk away with it. He'll sit in his bed. That would be fun.
Sounds fun.
You don't give a shit about football, but
I don't care about football, but the party and the food sounds nice.
Yeah, Mom's gonna melt cheese with that rotel.
So I'm coming.
And the hamburger. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come.
I've suddenly developed this huge interest.
You draw a fucking Viking symbol on your purple scrub. I'm here. Someone say Vikings. I love football. Big fan of.
What is that? A field goal?
Oh. Can you name a player, a single player for the Vikings?
No.
Mm-mm.
I can name old ones.
Oh yeah, that's good. Which one?
from Randy Moss.
Very good. That's Travis' favorite player.
Great.
Of all time. There's a player now that has his number, 84. Mm-hmm. And so whenever he does something good, he goes, way to go, not Randy Moss. Because he's wearing his old Randy Moss jersey. It's funny because Hunter has like a vintage Vikings jersey from my Aunt Autumn. And it's a Carter jersey. Mm-hmm. And who doesn't play anymore, he's retired. But Hunter doesn't know that, so he'll go, go Carter! And we're like, yeah, get it.
Get it.
We don't want to tell him he's got an old fucking jersey. I'm not buying him.
You're outdated, man.
Vikings Pride Day yesterday at school. I was like, wear your Vikings jersey. And I just didn't tell him about it because I didn't want him to get made fun of for his old jersey. It's cool because it's like vintage and it's like unique and they don't make it anymore. But he would be made fun of because it's like falling apart.
Do people really notice that?
I don't know. I think kids would. Kids are fucking assholes.
The fact that it's falling apart, or the fact that it's not an active member?
The falling apart thing. I don't think they realize. I think when adults see it, they're like, "That's cool, Carter." But kids are jerks. We went to lunch there this week. Hunter woke up. Listen to this ungrateful little fuck. He woke up and I read him the menu that day, and I was like, I was like, "You're gonna love it. It's a hot ham and cheese bagel sandwich.
Ooh,
delicious. Or nachos."
great.
He goes, "I don't want to eat any of those. Make me a sandwich." I said, "Well, what kind of sandwich would you want?" "A ham and cheese sandwich." And I was like, "Nope, I'm not doing that. You're going to go to school and you're going to eat this fucking bagel sandwich because it's goddamn delicious."
It's the same fucking thing.
Right. So he threw this huge fit that he's going to hate it. He doesn't like it. I was like, "Do you like bagels?" "Yes." "Do you like ham?" "Yes." "Do you like cheese?" "Yeah." That's what you're fucking having. So Travis and I were both home that day, and I was like, "Oh, should we go surprise him with like Subway or something?" Of course, give in to the child. But
Did you bring him a ham and cheese sandwich?
Yep, from Subway, and he was so happy. Fucking dork. He was like, "Was there pickles on it?" But we're sitting there, and you realize how nasty and disgusting and rude children are. Like. Mm-hmm. Across this whole sea of kids, we're just watching them all fucking cough in each other's face. They're touching each other's body parts. They're like pinching each other. One kid got a fork to the eye and had to go to the nurse's office. It's just violent. So we realized, like, Hunter's a good kid. Like, we were way too hard on him. Look at all these fucking animals in here. They're just disgusting. Mm-hmm. One kid staring at me, dunking his food in his ranch. That would be Jackson. Mm-hmm. Every bite of his sandwich received 3 tablespoons of ranch. And
then they lick it off first.
Yep. And it would go like
and then they maybe even dip it again before they lick it off and bite it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really into mustard right now.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
proud.
He
was dipping his raspberries in mustard the other day.
Delicious. Mustard makes everything better.
Yeah. If it's on his plate, he's going to dip it in the mustard.
Beautiful. Our kids won't dip anything.
Oh, he's a dipper.
Really?
Dippy. He likes to dippy everything.
It's because his parents have like 2 bowls of dip in their fridge at all times.
That's not true.
Do you have dip in there right now?
No, there's no dip.
Oh, I was over here
What are you classifying as dip?
Spinach and artichoke dip?
No, TJ, polish that off.
Is there top potato?
There is a top potato.
Okay, so you have 1 dip?
Yes.
Is there any kind of cheese dip?
No.
A French onion dip?
No.
Sour cream dip?
No, top potato.
Oh, that's true. Okay, we have 1 dip. So
there's salsa.
Dip. You have 2.
It's not a dip, it's a salsa.
Guarantee. I just said that you would have 2 types of dip in your fridge, and you're like, no way.
Well, because I was thinking like a cheesy, melty, delicious dip.
Yeah.
Or
dip can be many things.
Buffalo chicken dip.
I'm a dip. Easily classified. Remember that fucking dip that was on your diet that was like corn?
Yep.
And oh my god.
It's on my list of things to make.
Frito chips.
This weekend, actually.
You can't get the Frito chips. Can you eat gluten-free chips?
Fritos are corn chips.
Don't they have gluten in it? It's 100% made of corn?
It's a corn chip, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just mixed in with a bunch of other shit. Fritos, a corn chip. Is it made of corn? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Yeah, otherwise, how was your week?
Good.
Besides being sick?
I was sick all week. It was miserable the first half. I've now mostly recovered. I think it was not last night, the night before, I finally got like a full night of sleep, and it was glorious, and I was so happy, and it was amazing.
You drink a bunch of NyQuil?
No, I took a melatonin and like 3 ibuprofen.
Beautiful. What a cocktail.
I know. I was in the cupboard like, I want some of this and some of this, and I had like my vitamin, and I take fish oil, and I was like, doop, 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 doop.
It's amazing.
I had this big old handful of pills.
Isn't it funny when you get that desperate? You're like, I'm doing it tonight.
I'm just gonna do it.
Taking everything. Yeah, I don't like drinking like cough medicine, but the last time I was really sick, Trav's like, there's something about liquid NyQuil that is better. Drink it, and I just pulled the bottle out and took like 3 gulps of it.
Swig, yeah.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was and then you like try to force yourself to have a drink on top of it, and you're just, good night.
Out.
Good night.
NyQuil has diphenhydramine in it, which is just Benadryl. So sometimes if I'm desperate, I'll take a NyQuil, which is those 2 capsules.
Yeah.
And then I'll take an extra Benadryl.
Oh.
Just like top it off.
Amazing.
Drug cocktail.
What is that?
Not that good for you.
What is it with like Benadryl that doesn't interact well with alcohol? Is it just because it's like a dapper or what?
I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea.
One time, I had like allergies and I took a Benadryl whilst already halfway in the bag, so I couldn't stop. So then I kept drinking, and we went on this car ride to Becker, and I swear to God, I was like fucking hallucinating or like high as shit.
Benadryl makes you pretty like loopy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can clearly still remember that. And I got to my parents' house. I think we had Brianna and Cameron with us. We were going for a fire or something. This was like 10 years ago. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Fine." Like, I feel great. I'm not sick anymore. Let's keep going. I'm pretty sure I got cut off. Well, you know.
Probably. Yes. Well, I'm well recovered. I got a good night's sleep. My dad had his retirement party on Tuesday. It was super cute. But he called me like Thursday last week. Mm-hmm. And, well, tomorrow's the day. I'm retiring. And we all knew it was coming, but he didn't tell us. He didn't give us any date. He's kind of this big, I don't know. He's not necessarily a grouchy old man, but he's kind of a grouchy old man.
Yeah. He just kind of doesn't make a fuss out of it.
No, and he keeps to himself a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
we knew, and he was cutting back at work. He was working like 4 days a week, and so Thursday he's like, "Tomorrow's my last day."
Fucking tell me this.
Wow, great! Thanks for the heads up. How's anybody supposed to throw you a party? And well, work's throwing me a party. It's gonna be on a Tuesday. It's been next Tuesday. Who throws a party on a Tuesday?
Retired people.
Right.
They don't have to go to fucking work tomorrow.
Right. So they have this party for him on Tuesday, which...
Wait, what did he say to you first? Because you told me this. But he said something to you like, well...
Yeah, well, I didn't want to tell you because I know you can't come, but now that I told you, even though I know you can't come, I'm going to be disappointed when you don't show up. Well, great, thanks.
It's like a guilt trip.
Yeah, and I was supposed to work like 8 to 6:30, and I was able to switch with the gals at work and fix that up, and my brother was able to make it so that he could come and his kids could come, and Mom came, even though they're divorced and it's weird. It's fine. It's not weird.
Do they flirt with each other?
No, but I heard that he, from the grapevine / he told me he cleaned his house just in case she was going to spend the night.
This is the like healthiest divorced parents ever. Whenever there's like a cause or a party, her divorced parents of how long have they been divorced?
Since I was 2. Like,
yeah. Of
25
50
years.
years.
Yeah.
Just,
a million years, yeah.
They'll still like randomly.
He does
and
most of
hook
the
up.
flirting, and she'll say, no, that's not cool. And it's, yeah.
I think it's so healthy. I think it's the healthiest
weird.
thing. They're nice to each other though. They don't like fight or get jealous of
No,
each other.
not anymore. I mean, they used to, but not anymore.
And like once a year they throw it at each other. I think that's so healthy. That's so great. Jessica's 30th birthday party, which was like 10 years ago, but like, no, I'm just kidding. Last year,
Shut the fuck up.
I was just in awe, like watching them interact with each other and like be
They're
kind.
civilized
And-
human beings.
But then they were flirting and then they conveniently left at the same time, and I was just like,
They shared a hotel room at TJ's birthday party.
yeah, they did.
Dirty old.
Why pay for 2? You've already seen each other's genitals.
It's disgusting.
Like, come on.
Stop
They
it.
made children together. It's so healthy. If it doesn't work out with Travis and I hope that we can still throw it at each other one time. Once in a while. It's a good time.
Gross, man.
How healthy. I'm so proud of
So
them.
healthy.
I hope that she came back to the rest of the party.
I had to go to her work after the party because she ended up having to go back to work. So I stopped by there real quick to pick something up.
Some
And I
raspberry.
was like, I just wanted to let you know that Dad cleaned his house for you. So if you want to go back to the party and like sober cab him home, He's got a little something for you.
Yep. Oh my god.
She's like, shut the fuck up.
I love that she's not thinking about it either. Liar. I love that he tells you that. That's so funny.
Yeah, and I don't remember how it came up, or I was like, maybe Mom could come pick you up or something, because I was leaving and I was asking if he had a ride home or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody brought him there. I just wanted to make sure someone was going to bring him home. And yeah, I think he's like, well, yeah, I mean, I cleaned my house so she could, if there's any visitors, it's clean.
Sheets are clean.
Like it's ever fucking
Press.
dirty.
Yeah. What's he doing?
Right.
Yeah, I would never describe Kenneth as like an unkept person.
No.
He shows up with like his neat little cooler.
Where do you think I got my OCD anal retentive from?
Not your mom.
Not Mom.
Not mom. It's not a mom trait. You get many other wonderful qualities from her, but it's not that one. Well, and also he's got this amazing mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Now that takes time, dedication, and patience.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a stud. Kenneth Pinska.
Stop it.
Is his house still clean, you think?
Yes, probably.
Can you watch Oliver tonight?
Shut up.
I just knock at
Still
his door.
expecting visitors.
He's just waiting.
He's a retired old man. You just gotta show up before 8 o'clock.
Well, I'm happy for your dad. That's great.
Yeah, I'm sure he's bored out of his mind. I was gonna call him at some point. See what he did this week.
He's like in fucking Russia or something. He's traveling.
Right.
You would never know if he did that either. He'd just be like,
And he has, so he used he had an iPhone through work and he had an email through work, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he no longer works there, he has no fancy phone or email. He only has his pay-as-you-go phone, which he's always had, but it's like that's the only way you can get a hold of him is this like janky ass pay-as-you-go phone. He doesn't have Wi-Fi at his house. He doesn't have any sort of internet.
He can't even like scroll. Is he on Facebook and stuff?
No, absolutely not.
So he's just flipping open his phone.
Yeah.
Hoping someone calls.
Yeah.
And you're not calling.
Not yet.
He's gonna want so much more attention from you now.
That's fine.
Good.
I probably wasn't giving him enough anyway.
Yeah. You guys have always had that relationship though, right?
Yeah, we're just
every couple
gonna
weeks.
chill.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm like that with my mom, but she's more hostile about it.
She gets upset.
She gets upset.
Yes.
Well, you never asked me to watch Jackson. You know where I live. Mom.
I'm here.
I know you're listening. You know where I live.
Volunteer.
Just show up.
Volunteer's tribute.
Just show up.
And Trav's mom will say the same thing, and she listens too, and I love you too. Just steal them.
Right.
Take them.
Just say, I'm free tonight. I want him. I'm going to watch him. Great. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, I guess Michelle watches them quite a bit, so sorry I redact that. It's fine. But still take them.
But also, I don't want them. Take them.
I don't want them. Travis, because we had this big 10-day Mexico trip coming. It's coming soon.
Coming.
Still like 2 months away.
It's way close, though.
I'm really excited. But for a while there was like, that's too long for Oliver, like, because he's 2, he's gonna forget and think we just left him, and blah, blah, blah.
No.
And now, with how shitty he's been recently, I'm like, I can't wait to fucking leave you. Like,
Bye.
I hope you forget my whole face.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding, but I'm like, get the fuck, because Hunter I don't worry about at all. They have more fun with my parents, and Trav's parents, like, whatever. But, yeah, at this point, I'm like, peace. I'll get on the plane, though, and be like, oh. I wonder what they're doing.
I miss them so much. At least one night while you're gone, you'll get drunk and look at pictures of babies on your phone.
Yep. Last time we were in Mexico, we always bring our laptop, and we like hooked it up to the TV, and we just like scrolled through our phone. We're like, look at the baby.
Right.
That's just when it was Hunter though, and he was such a good toddler. Can't relate. Can't relate.
We did that when where did we go? I took TJ to Ohio.
Oh yeah.
For that, there is a Brewdog Hotel in Ohio that is fucking amazing if you like beer. It's just a beer themed hotel. It's
a brewery.
Brewery hotel. It's amazing.
I'm sorry.
So good.
Who created the word brewery?
Brewery.
They were
probably
man?
probably drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should make some more. It's easy. You just gotta brewery.
You gotta brew it at the brewery. You gotta go to the brewery.
Brewery.
Yeah, we got drunk and we were looking at pictures of baby Jackson.
No, it always
We
happens.
need to go home.
Yeah, and then you had an incredibly long drive. At least I know, like, when the trip is over, I'm like, it's only like a 4-hour flight. We'll be home tonight. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not that drive. I don't know how you did that. Well, anyways, I'm excited for that trip, though. I need to buy clothes.
Do some shit.
Travis bought me, and he's gonna listen too. It's very sweet. I came home to a package from this, like, bathing suit shop, and he ordered me a swimsuit.
Oh.
Very cute.
Yeah.
It's very, like, it's very cute. It's like...
Is it like a thong?
Kind of.
Oh, it's one of those cute, like, scrunchy...
In the butt.
Yeah, cute.
So, I'm like, oh, this is great. And I flip it over, and I'm like, oh, no. I have a huge butt. Like, I have a butt, and it sits up, like... So you know how, like, a butt normally will, like, end a little bit...
Tell me the anatomy of your butt.
My lower back, but I have, like...
Is it like a wide surface area?
Kind of, but then my butt crack goes really high. My mom says it's the same as my dad's.
Oh, no.
Isn't that beautiful? But it does. Like, it easily sticks out of pants. Like, sometimes underwear is, like, still, like, right there. Like, I just have a big butt crack.
Can you wear like a really cute thong under your swimsuit? Would that like be like a cute lace, and then it covers up the crack, but then is also like a cute...
I look like I'm like an early 2000s girl. Like, catch my G-string.
My whale tail.
Popping out of my... It did cover my butt crack.
Oh, okay.
Then it's up the butt. It's just very revealing for a swimsuit. It's cute. It's like the scrunchie, and it's not a thong, but it's a lot more of ass. And then the front is so low to your pubic bone.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Are you gonna get like a wax?
Oh, no. No, I did that for Mexico Part 1.
I know.
Do you know what happens?
Bad things.
That fucking hurts, first of all. You have a stranger. Have you had it done?
No.
Oh my god. The pain was not the worst part of it. That was okay. She was mad at me that I didn't have enough hair. She's like, you gotta grow this longer. I'm like, how long do you want it?
It's gotta grab it.
I know, but
it's gotta have something to grab and to pull.
Oh, it felt way too long already. I'm like, I'm ready to go. It's like 2 days before we go to Mexico. It was called Wax the City, Maple Grove. It's still there. So she introduced myself to the stranger. I let her look at my butthole and my vagina all at the same time. You're completely exposed.
Hello, stranger.
Yeah, hi. What's your name again? Rebecca?
Check out my hemorrhoids.
You like this?
You want to get some?
Oh my god. And I'm like, she's like, oh, you're nice and tan. You going on a trip? I'm like, you're staring at my taint, bitch. Don't tell me compliments. I will date you.
Don't tell me my taint is tan.
So she's like, pulls out this like microscope, like this big magnifying glass, and she's looking closer, like more than your gynecologist even looks at it. She's just getting in there. So she starts waxing away. I'm like, okay, it hurts a little bit, but women are much stronger than men.
Of course.
And I already had given birth to like a whale at that point. So I'm like, fuck it up. Like, who cares? And she even said at one point, you can't even tell you had a kid. It's like, what a weird thing to say, but also, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But she starts waxing away. Then when you think she's done, she gets your asshole, which is great. You're like, well, you might as well. Don't leave a mullet back there.
Well, yeah.
You want to rock.
you want to party all around.
Rock a pussy mullet. So she takes care of that area, and she's like, okay, I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. And then she takes tweezers out.
Oh, God.
And whatever's left behind, she plucks.
Oh, my God. People pay for this.
Out. Well, and she's like, I'm really sorry because you didn't have enough bush. I'm going to have to pluck a little extra. And I was
God.
So that was definitely the worst part. I get home, and I'm like, I'm going to look at it. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to look angry.
It's going to look 19. Just beautiful. It was so fucking angry. Every follicle that had hair in it was inflamed. It looked like I had fucking genital herpes.
Did you jump then in the salt water?
No, is that a thing?
No, it just sounds painful.
Oh, like if I was in the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I was still in Minnesota. It was cold. No, she's still... And then so she's like, you might have a little irritation. Here, let me sell you this, like, $50 bottle of ointment that will go on it.
Yeah. It's just like diaper cream.
It was like I think it was like witch hazel, basically. And I did it, and then it took 2 days into our trip for me not to be like,
I can wear a swimsuit
Don't look at
again.
me. Yeah, I couldn't go to the nudist beach at all. But see, I bought me a cute swimsuit, and I'm like, definitely not buying any more pairs like that. I'll have one that when I get drunk enough, I'll just be like, fuck it. Mm-hmm. Or a day that I look out and I see a lot of really obese.
Do you
people.
have like a spa in your room, or like a? Didn't you have a hotel once where there was a hot tub on your balcony or something?
That was Mexico. It was like right next to our bed.
Oh.
This one has a jacuzzi that, or like like a sinking bathtub that's in front of the windows.
Oh yeah.
It's glorious. I'm so excited. We're filling out our vow renewal ceremony thing.
Oh.
It's like, what color flowers do I want? I was like, I don't know, flowers. And I'm so excited. I earned this. I've been married to that man for 10 years.
Do they have? You said that they're gonna have. Are they gonna have like a photographer or something?
Yeah, and it's free because we're staying there for so long.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is free.
Oh.
I was like, I'd really like to do it on the beach. Is that possible? She goes, yes. You must pay a government fee of $400. And I was like, no, the gazebo is fine. I haven't spent enough on this trip.
Right.
So yeah, I gotta start shopping. Need to tan more sit-ups, less.
More setups.
More sit-ups. I think I look good enough though. Like,
You look great.
it's okay. Yeah, like I don't like my stretch marks, but like I'm gonna get the fuck over it.
You can't get rid of stretch marks.
No, you can't. But when you get tanner, mine get whiter. Like,
Yeah.
I thought tanning would like hide them more.
No.
They stand out more.
Yeah.
But oh well. And you always get there and you look around the pool and you see every shape, size, whatever, age, and you're like, no one here gives a fuck.
Everyone's on vacation.
Yeah. Well, if
They're never gonna remember you.
right. I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Last time out, and I weigh less now than I did when I went to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the age I said that I was like in great shape or better shape.
I believe it.
Just keep not eating, man.
Just keep starving.
Yes, I've had a couple handfuls of nuts today. That's
Right.
it.
We both sat down at the counter, and my husband got home from work, and he piles high a plate of nachos and taco meat and cheese, and we're both just like drooling watching him.
He looks up as a slather, or not a slather, a string of cheese drips into his beard, and he's
Yeah.
actually struggling, like, this is probably hot.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get himself cleaned up, and he looks up, and both of us are just like,
Staring at him.
and he's like, what? And I was like, it looks so good.
Can we come make out with you right now?
He's like, come here, I'll give you some more. It was, I watched him eat that whole thing. Every time that chip touched his mouth, I watched him like a dog in heat.
Just like a,
Get that over here. You're gonna eat that all? He like scraped his plate with like a crumble of taco meat on there, and I was like, "You gonna get rid of that?"
right, I'll lick it. I'll eat it.
Then he had to leave. It's okay. We can't watch him with his unhealthy shit.
It's not successful.
I won't have it anymore. I'll eat some cheese today. What I'll do with keto is just get a bowl of the Rotel cheese and a spoon.
Gross.
Then you just tell people,
It's disgusting.
I'm keto. This is healthy. I'm gonna put it on my chicken wings, I think.
Okay.
Compromise. Alright. Let's get into it.
Why the fuck are we here today?
Well, it's my week to pick a topic. Jessica gets to pick next week. And I was like fully set on this one topic. And then I realized we should wait. Again, I said this last week. It'll be more interesting further in the year.
Okay.
So, we saved that. So I came up with a new one. So part of my New Year's resolution was to be less confrontational or not always have to be right.
Okay.
This has been an issue for me.
Okay.
Has it also ever been an issue for you?
I would say yes.
Yes, 2019's goal was for you to be less stubborn. I don't know what it is, and like I need to learn. Or I've started trying to learn a little bit more about like some of these habits and like why they occur or why people are like this way. Is it because I'm a female? Is it because I'm a bitch? Is it my ADHD? Like what's the reason? What's the root cause?
Like the reason you have to be right?
Yeah, and I have to be right. It's a problem. Like, I mean, I know people can like debate and be stubborn or whatever, but even if I know I'm wrong, I will continue to argue with Travis over it. Even if I know it's not a big deal, I will still get the last word. I will not stop until I am successful. And it's not okay. part of being like super defensive too. So like the stupidest thing will just set me off, and it's not fair to anyone around me. It's also, I've had issues with friends before.
Sure.
Like I've bickered with your husband because I'm not wrong. He also isn't wrong.
He's
either.
exactly, honestly, he and you are the exact same person. Like if I married you, we'd have the same problems.
Yeah.
Like you and TJ are the exact same person.
We've always said that. Like, Travis is you, you guys, and the reason you don't marry the person who's like exactly like you, because it probably doesn't work. You guys probably would have a great marriage. Can you imagine if you and Travis were married? Oh my god! I think we've had this talk before, and it made TJ mad. But like, your house would be always clean.
Always clean.
Travis and you would split laundry 50-50. You would have a nice off. Like, you would make him some nice gift, and then he would surprise you.
I would do something very thoughtful.
Yeah.
And he would also do something very
The
thoughtful.
dishes would be done. You guys would probably work out together.
Oh, yeah.
You guys would eat healthy. Yeah, you guys would have a great time. He works some night shifts. I'm just advocating for you to marry my husband. Yeah, he works some night shifts so you get some alone time with Sims.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah. TJ and I would live in a broken down apartment.
Live in a trailer.
Yeah. In a trailer, it'd be dirty as fuck. We'd argue over where the clean underwear is.
Who's going to do the dishes?
Yeah.
TJ's not going to do the dishes.
I'll break down eventually. That's the only thing that will drive me nuts is a bunch of dishes in the sink. So I will do that part.
He'll ask me for a specific shirt and then have to ask me which one is the washer and which one is the dryer.
Beautiful.
I'll tell him it's in the dryer. Okay, so which one is the dryer?
Yeah, we would have a beautiful, dirty, disgusting marriage. It would be nothing but like chips in the bed and food and alcohol. Not on a Tuesday though.
No, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm gonna shut up though because I don't want you and Travis to tell me. Like, should we just not? But that's what
Forget his number, is what you're saying.
I come over one day from work. You guys are both just sitting at the table with like your fingers crossed. Like, sit down. We need to talk.
We need to chat.
Oh man. Well, if I ever kick it,
Yeah.
if I die young, I
Yeah.
fully would advocate for you to become the stepmother to my children.
Thank
You and Travis get married. It'll be great. Keep each other happy. At least I know you're not some like whore person who's gonna talk shit about me once I'm dead.
Of course not. I would
Yeah,
never.
you would honor me. Honor me
Absolutely.
by sleeping with my husband and taking care of my children.
Making sure that he is happy at all times.
That's all I want. That's my only fear. You know, you always say that to your spouse, like, please, because I tell him, like, if I were to die tomorrow, I don't want the kids growing up without some kind of, like,
Mother figure. Of
And I want him to be happy. Don't be lonely.
Right.
And then I start to think, like, what if you marry some, like, blonde bitch?
What if you're
skinny?
too happy?
What if you're way happier? The
no.
pictures of me get taken off the wall.
Oh no.
She talks shit about me like, oh, his ex-wife, she ate way too many dirty no's.
She really liked donuts.
She was so chunky and she had a big butt crack.
Not the butt crack.
She was fucking nasty. He's so happy now. Like, yeah, I'm just like picturing my ghost like hovering above the dinner table. He's like, my wife never cooked this good. Like,
Whatever, you're a good cook.
I know, but she's better. She's better.
The widow keeper.
Oh my god. So yeah,
So yeah.
stubborn. But you are, and Travis as well, very, very stubborn. I don't know. And maybe it's just like an age thing, like being younger. Like maybe the older you get, the less shits you give. But
Yeah, I think that's it.
yeah, definitely the last like 4 months have probably been the worst because I've like doubled down on it and will pick fights or bicker for no reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a reason. Maybe you pick the fight, like the fight that you're picking doesn't necessarily have a particular cause, but like where you're at in your current state.
Yeah. Oh, definitely mentally, like I was a little unstable. But even if you were to be like, you know, hey, I don't know, what's an example? Of
Don't
one
put the
time-
Yetis in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that, or he had something, it was this week, and I proved that he was wrong, but I can't remember the exact example, but the vindication I felt with, like, slamming that in his face, like, why does it fucking matter that I was right? I was like, oh, really? Oh, I fucking told you. Like, why?
Like, great, you're right.
Yeah. I loved it though. Oh my
Move
god.
on.
I can feel it now. Like a flower opening in my soul. And like fireworks are going off and I'm just looking at them like, fuck you.
I'm right.
I did it! So I looked it up. A few reasons. Why are there types of people? I found this on a website called Quora. Why are there people in this world who always need to be right?
Why?
Why? This is what it said. And it makes perfect fucking sense. Fear. Fear of being considered foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of being wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of not measuring up. Fear that others will prevail and you will lose. Fear that their worldview is incorrect. Fear that they are not worthy or not as worthy as others.
Mm-hmm.
Or fear that they will be victimized.
Yeah.
The right sayers are prisoners of fear.
Seems legit.
Seems legit. Like, I think a big trigger is that I often think of Travis as much more intelligent than I am or smarter than I am. So when he will, say something to me and I think that I'm right, I will go harder on it because I don't want to be stupid.
Right.
I don't want him to look at me like I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't think I'm dumb. And I think he thinks I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Because wrong is dumb.
I can see that.
What about when you have to be right? Do you think you have like a...
No, that's the same thing. I don't like people to think I'm stupid.
Mm-hmm. Why is it that, like, I don't know if mine comes from, like, being in, like, stupid math and not doing that well in school, because you did excellent in school.
Mm-hmm.
You have a degree and you don't fuck up.
Sometimes.
But
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why does that matter?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because even now it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can kind of justify where it's coming from, because the more I look into it, it's like, okay, so you have a trigger, and triggers are caused by fears. So what is that fear? It's like what they do in AA. I read an article about, like, people in AA, not that I'm going to go to AA, he just looked at me and then my rum cup.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
But it was like, it just popped up because it's like, triggers are caused by fears, and so then you have to, like, go through all these questions of, like, what trauma happened in your life, or what is your history that causes that.
Which just makes me like, bleh.
I think
Not interested.
Really? I'll keep going.
When you like go into therapy and they're like, what is the trigger? Go back into when you were 2 years old, someone told you were wrong, and that hurt your feelings.
How did you know?
And now you always have to be right.
Yeah. Yes.
It just makes me a little nauseous to think about it.
Does it because it speaks truth to you?
No.
It does help though. Like when you do dig into like why am I a bitch or why am I these like different things. So what started from it? So maybe it's because I'm in special math and people make jokes all the time about Amanda's a ditz or this or that or forgetful.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is definitely what makes me so fucking angry. Because even like with our friends, I've been in fights with our friends before for no fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being...
You just don't want them to think you're dumb?
Dumb, or I want to find some kind of like... Or there's something of them that like I admire maybe. And
Jealousy?
Jealousy, there you go. So I admire them, and then because I feel less than, maybe I need to do something that's better than them.
Sure.
It's very competitive.
Mm-hmm. If I prove that I'm right, that means that I'm better than you.
Yes. In that one area.
Sure.
Hence making fun of people, pretty girls in bars.
Fucking blonde
we've done
bimbo.
We've done that a time or two.
Look at that bitch. She's so fucking pretty. I hate her.
Well, even your communication style too is you're more or less just willing to like shut down and be done with it then.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because like if I fight with TJ, he's the same. He's you. He wants to be right. I would rather just. Yeah, I'm right. I know I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stop talking because you keep trying to tell me that you're right, and I know you're wrong. So I'm just gonna shut up.
That's what Travis does.
I'm just gonna ignore you.
Yeah.
Because I don't like what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I communicate really well.
And then you guys go like 2 days without talking.
Yeah.
That's health. I feel like that's healthier though, because then you're not spitting like venom at each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I think that's a hard thing is like when you say something you really, really don't fucking mean.
Yeah.
But in the moment it feels good.
Because usually by the end of the 2 days, I'm like, why are we mad?
Mm-hmm.
What are we fighting about?
It'll be 2 hours later. Because the things will just spiral. Like once you start with one thing, like, no, you're wrong, I'm right, let's argue about this. then one comment will be made, and then it branches out to another conversation, and then another one, and then another one. And at the end of it, you don't even know where the fuck you started. We've had moments where we're like, no, it started because of this, because you did this. And I'm like, no, it fucking didn't. It started with this. And he's like, you are high. You are high right now, bitch.
You are high.
He'll do that thing, though, because he's like you. So he'll shut down and be like, you know what, I'm just done talking about this right now. Like, you need to figure that out. It's, you know, you're making a big deal out of this. And then because he has, like, a little bit of a temper, like a short fuse, not, like, violent or anything, but, like, he'll try to go to bed, and he'll lay there. And 2 seconds later, he's back out in the living room. He's like, I don't understand why you want to...
Right.
Why are you going to do this?
Why?
And it's over fucking nothing. And the next day, you always feel like shit. So it's, like, a conscious thing that I'm really going to focus on. So what I've been doing, I found some advice. Well... They had
somebody else's advice, not advice from either of us super unqualified women.
Super unqualified people. So if you are a person who likes to argue or has a short fuse or always has to be right, you can ask yourself, would you rather be right or happy?
Oh dear. I don't know.
It's a big one. So most people would rather be happy, but sometimes you can equate yourself with being right as the same thing as being happy when it's not, because you are making someone else feel miserable.
Okay.
So the second one is consider that you want to be right to justify yourself and your actions in some way. Do you want to be right to hide something that you've done wrong? So stop and think, like, do I want to be right because I am right, or do I want to be right to cover up my own shit?
Okay. 3,
stop telling yourself you aren't proving the other person wrong, but just proving that you're right. So you're not disproving that person's belief. At the end of the day, they're still going to think that. So you're not winning.
True.
Not winning.
It's true.
So maybe you guys can take this advice into consideration. Travis has set a rule for me. If I feel like I need to argue with him, it's just consideration. It's not mandatory. If I feel like I'm getting testy with him or I'm starting to argue, he will say, go take a minute, think about it, go write it down. If it's still that important to you in 1 hour, I will talk to you. It works.
Okay, so if it's like it's starting to be a fight.
Yeah.
And everyone involved can see that it's about you wanting to be right.
Yes. So like the Yeti cup thing. If I was like, that's not that big fucking deal, you can wash it in the dishwasher. Why are you always fucking telling me what to do?
Are you allowed to wash them in the dishwasher?
I do, and he gets mad at me. See, you're Travis. God, I feel
I'm not getting mad. I'm just asking.
I don't even know where the dishwasher is.
See?
I wash the Yetis in the dishwasher, and he gets furious because it ruins the seal on them.
Oh.
And he's like, don't do that. I asked you 3 times not to do that. And I'm like, so then I'll just start bitching, like, oh, you always gotta tell me what the fuck to do. You can never let anything go. It's fucking fine. It's a fucking cup. What the fuck? See, TJ's agreeing with me. I won this one. And Travis, so then he'll just be like, no, okay, you can be pissed at it, whatever. Come back in an hour after you thought about it. If it's still a big of a deal, I'll talk to you about it.
Okay.
It fucking works, because 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, look, The Simpsons are on, or some shit. You completely forget about it. Or you don't forget about it, and then you're like, okay, now I'm ready. The only one time have I done that in the past 2 weeks. Been 2 weeks.
You're watching the minutes tick by like, I'm ready to talk about
Here, bitch! He leaves to go ice fishing instantly, and I'm like, see you later. I'm gonna be here when you get back.
Okay, so basically it's like, all right, I see an argument happening. Let's just take a minute and we can talk about it rationally if it's a thing.
Instead of instantly getting in someone's face or blowing up about it.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for him, too. Like, if he seems pissy, I told him, I'm going to throw that in your face. Like, you need to step away and chill. I mean, we don't fight that often, but
Yeah.
it's usually me instigating it. I'll say some stupid shit as I'm walking away. Was it the Dane Cook thing where he walks away and he's like, your mother's stupid? It's like 2 hours later and he's like, your mother's stupid! All right, we're almost done. The children are waking up. We gotta hurry up. All right, I have a little exercise. We're gonna draw a card. It'll either say for on it or nothing.
Okay.
Read the statement on it. If it says for, you need to argue as to why that statement is true, and I have to argue against it.
Okay.
I stole this.
And then, so what's the end game?
Just trying to find a middle ground. No, we're supposed to argue it like you truly, truly believe it, even if you don't. Because there's some things in here that you will not.
So, but you've read all these, and so you've made counter and counter.
No, I have not. I literally wrote them while you guys were sitting here. I have not had time to think about it. I haven't looked at them since. I just wrote random ones. 2 were from online. 2 were. I wrote a couple that I knew we'd both disagree with. So just draw one.
I see this one through here.
Okay.
What does the pink line mean?
The pink line was supposed to mean you argue for it, but then I put the pink line in all of them. So it'll either say for on top of the pink.
Or not. Okay.
Yeah, so if there's not, then you have to argue against as to why that statement is false. And I would have to argue why it's true.
Romance novels are a waste of time.
What do you have to argue against?
Right?
Yeah, so you have to tell me why romance novels are not a waste of time.
Well, because they're not a waste of time. Any novel is not a waste of time.
First of all,
reading in general is going to expand your horizons, your vocabulary. It's going to open your mind, make you have an imagination and happy, and they're beautiful.
Right. While you could be spending time with your children.
I read while he's napping.
Or focusing on.
Or while I'm at work.
Housework. Or your job. Romance novels are a huge waste of time. It takes away your sexual desires for your husband.
No, it doesn't. It makes me more sexy for my husband.
So when you're
I read a romance novel and she S's his D in a certain way. I'm going to come home and I'm going to S his D that way.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay, well, but are you then thinking about, shouldn't your husband just make you want to feel that way? You gotta use a book?
I'm not creative enough to come up with these ideas off the top of my head.
That's a good point. Well, I think you could be reading books that would educate you more. You need to learn
like a thesaurus,
like history or biographies about people, the Civil War era. There's plenty of other books that are not smutty and sinful and disgusting.
Why would I read about the Civil War era?
Because it was hot.
It's like warm.
So warm.
Like it was really warm out at the time.
Part of history.
That's fine. They teach you that in history class. You read all the history books you ever need to know, and then you immediately forget them. And now I'm going to read a romance novel because I do it during my free time, and I fucking want to.
Smut, sinful, disgusting.
Bring it the fuck on.
Fine. You win that argument. I completely agree with
you. Because they're not a waste of time.
All right, I'm going to be arguing for this. Women are the superior gender. So you have to tell me why they're not. I'll start.
Why would I, as a woman, tell you why they're not?
Give me an argument.
Okay.
Women are the superior. Clearly, women are better. Women provide life. They are the fruit of this earth. They birth children. They feed children. They take care of the household. They're nurturers. They're providers. They're beautiful. Men are disgusting. Have you ever seen?
I have absolutely seen a beautiful man.
When have you seen a beautiful man?
The other day.
Where was he?
He was at my work. He's got hair like a Herbal Essences commercial.
Oh my God. Well, he might be a woman. He could possibly be.
He's not. He's not. And you know why? Because men are better.
Are they? Tell me.
They are.
So you even one.
Because it's ridiculous. Because they're really strong. They have bigger muscles. They can lift things, and they can fix cars and wood boilers.
You saying women couldn't fix a car?
She could if she wanted to, but they're dirty.
Women aren't afraid of getting their hands dirty.
Yeah, they are.
No.
They have tiny, dainty fingers.
Oh, how dare you.
Their nails break a lot easier.
It's just because of their bone depletion. Men would die without women. They wouldn't even be able to survive.
And women would die without men. They also would not be able to survive.
How? Oh.
Because you can't procreate with yourself.
That doesn't make you die.
Yeah, but the manly race, like the whole race would die.
I think that we could mate with gorillas or some sort of.
That's disgusting.
Primate.
Are you gonna go fuck a gorilla?
Yeah.
Because you're a superior woman?
Seen a silverback?
Because a woman is superior? You're gonna go fuck a gorilla?
Alright, you pick a card.
Because you don't want to fuck a gorilla, right?
No, I don't want to fuck a gorilla. I'd much rather fuck a woman. Absolutely not. And penises are disgusting.
And who needs more children anyway?
No. Let's end this whole thing. We can stop this whole suffering. We all just stop procreating.
Right, yes.
Let's sterilize our kids.
I have to argue for leggings are not pants.
So you agree that
Leggings are not pants because pants are uncomfortable. You shouldn't. You can't just go out in public wearing leggings, Amanda. I don't know why you think you can.
Because they're the most comfortable thing. It's funny that you got that one. I thought I would have to argue against you. They're comfortable. They're stretchy. They're very flattering.
That's great that they're comfortable. Wear them at home, where you wear your pajamas. You can't be wearing them out in public. You need to wear pants in public.
This from a woman who wears pajamas to work professionally.
Shut the fuck up. That's not the argument.
No, they absolutely can be. They come in a variety of colors. They can look like jeans.
But they're not
stretchy.
jeans, and I see your camel toe.
You see, well, that's my camel toe. I get those in denim too. You don't have to wear underwear with them if you don't want to. They fit nicely.
See, that's just the thing. You should wear pants. Nobody wants to be guessing if you're wearing underwear or not in your leggings.
You can just ask me.
Turns out you don't have to guess because you can see.
Because your pussy will turn into a Cookie Monster.
Gross.
They are. They're flattering. They're comfortable. They can be very warm. You can get thermal ones.
You can get thermal pants too, you know.
Who wants to wear that?
Cold people.
Are you talking about long underwear?
Yeah.
Like we're in the Civil War?
Also included with pants.
The butt flaps?
You can wear them under your pants.
They look great on everyone. They're not...
No, they don't.
Well, no?
No.
Tell me, you find me a big girl in leggings, she look good. You find me a skinny girl in leggings, she needs a little bit more booty, but she look good.
Smaller leggings.
You tell me there's people that don't look good in leggings?
Yes.
Oh.
Have you gone to Walmart?
Yes.
Okay.
Just don't buy the cheap ones.
Okay.
If you buy expensive leggings, they're pants.
They're not pants.
But then everyone will look at your booty hole.
That's fine, but
It's
they're
nice.
not pants.
It's nice. You like that? Okay. So this one, you're going to argue against me. Pizza is gross.
Of course it's gross.
Why? No.
Because it's God's gift to earth, to humankind.
You should say, of course pizza isn't gross. You said, of course pizza's gross. I was like, what?
No, sorry.
Go ahead.
Of course pizza isn't gross. It's God's gift to mankind.
No. What makes
No.
it good? The fact that you have...
the sauce and the meat and the vegetables of your choice.
You have, first of all, just a bunch of fucking like barley and flour ground up into a tiny ball. It's baked. It's sometimes so
Excuse me,
crunchy.
keto bitch. It's carbs, okay? That's exactly what you fucking want in your life is carbs.
There's better carbs. There's pasta, there's
No.
chips, there's other things. But
No.
pizza is just a hot, melted, soupy mess.
No, it's
Fucking-
perfection.
And what is a pepperoni even?
Who cares?
It's disgusting.
It's heaven in your mouth.
It slides apart. It's terribly bad for
Don't
you.
eat
It's
it
really bad.
immediately after you pull it out of the oven.
Well, and pizza can be really bad. Like, you can get, like, it can be burnt. It can be filled with, like,
So can
fucking
anything else.
pineapple.
So
People
can
put
anything else.
pineapple on it.
Yeah, people actually eat regular pineapple.
It's not the superior food. If you need a carb base, use a chip or a noodle. There's no reason to have this giant circle of hot, melted garbage. It's disgusting as appalling.
That's fine.
I rest my case.
Whatever. You're wrong. That's fine.
I thought this would be funny earlier.
It was not determined whether either of us was really right.
I think you were right most of the time. Leggings are pants. No, I was right.
Are not pants.
Leggings are pants. You 100% agree with that.
I mean, I'm gonna wear leggings. I don't care what the fuck you call
Yeah,
them.
you wear them everywhere. You wear it to church.
That's all I wear: leggings or scrubs.
Pizza is delicious. You were right. Women are much better than men.
That's a known fact.
Yes. I was going to put like controversial ones.
Romance novels are not a waste of time.
No. So we were both right.
Mostly right.
We were both mostly right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to me. Do you have a fuck you of the week?
Fuck you to daycares that carry disease and make me sick.
Welcome to motherhood.
Parenthood.
It'll get better. Hunter's 6 now. I feel like I've started to get sick less. So.
Yeah.
Did you go to daycare growing up?
My mom ran a daycare.
Okay. So you should have been sick more often. Travis says that he never gets sick because he went to daycare. I did not. I stayed home.
I never used to get sick, and then I had a child. Now I'm sick all the time.
It's because children are disgusting.
They're awful creatures.
Fuck you of the week. I would like to say fuck you to all of my employees. Not all of my employees. fuck you to a few of my employees. I am so sick, and I can't like go into details because of data privacy and HIPAA laws and shit, but I'm so sick of being grown-ups mothers at work. I'm so sick of having to tell the same people week after week to do the same shit over and over again. They either argue with you or they just ignore you altogether, and you can't fire them. You can't do shit to them.
Why can't you fire them?
Because we have no like rules or guidelines on how to fire someone. They have to do something super awful, or they have to do something bad like 20 times before we fire them. It's getting to the point where that's what makes me want a new job. I'm sick of being everyone's punching bag. The amount of phone calls you get for the stupidest shit or the dumbest mistakes that they make, and it's like, why am I responsible for you?
Right. Why is this my problem?
Right. I'm not cut out for it. I don't want to do it. I'm so sick of being confrontational. I'm so sick of having to tell people why they're wrong or why their actions are inappropriate. People do dumb things. Like, somebody did something so illegal this week that I just wanted to say, get the fuck out of here.
Right. Who told you that this was even like a thought process you could have? This is not okay.
Not okay. None of it's okay. But I'm really tired. I'm going to be stepping into a new position where I don't have to supervise people.
It's not your problem.
It's not my problem.
Yeah.
But it can't come soon enough, because I came home all upset that night, and Charles was like, well, you didn't get in trouble. And I was like, but it feels like I got in trouble because it's my employee. Like, it feels awful. Like, I'm doing all these fucked up shit all the time.
Did you hire her?
No.
Him? Oh, yes, I don't know who it was.
No, her. No.
See? Not even your problem.
Yeah.
You didn't even do it.
I didn't do it. Well, I guess that's all.
Next week,
Is not.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do. Initially, when you said you can pick next week, I was like, I can pick Smug Club? I already did.
Yeah, and you're like, no, this is one of the longer months, so there's two.
Yeah.
I had other
I'll
ones.
come up with something.
I have better ones, like, already written on the calendar for future months. I just didn't like the one I had written for this month. For some reason, I put, guess what's in my mouth? And I think it was going to be a challenge, but maybe we should do it. Where you just, like, find weird things to make the other
Put
person,
them in your mouth?
and then you try to figure out what it is. And I was like, is that
Sure.
funny? Instead, I had a depressing conversation about why I'm a bad person.
Why we're awful people. And our marriages are gonna fail.
How you're going to leave your husband
For the
for
Mary
mine.
Travis.
God, fast forward 10 years.
Oh, let's not.
Beautiful. Can you just imagine Jackson being a stepbrother to them? How handsome. Look at him. You can see them in the fridge close to each other.
They're
Cute.
so cute.
They would pass as brothers, I think. You could even play it off that it didn't even exist.
Stop it.
I gave birth to 3 boys.
3 perfect children.
Look at him. Oliver is fucking digging in his butt and whatever. All right. Well, I'll see you next week when you have your brilliant, amazing, super incredible.
It's gonna be great.
Just gonna start Googling a couple days beforehand. One day beforehand.
One day prior.
Or the morning of. That's
Possible.
usually what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.